Now we're looking at a significant structural deficiency in an older building in the Chicago area. I'm going to use my pen to help point out the problem. In here, you can see the beam itself has begun to pull away from the beam pocket. This is the beam pocket, this is the wooden beam. In addition, it's deteriorated on its underside surface, and it looks like it's termite eaten. In fact, at another segment, we found a piece of lumber that was taken from this same building, illustrating that they did have termites. This looks like a termite problem, and it also looks like a structural problem. So if you see something like this in your home, where the end of the beam is eaten or crushed or damaged, if you see insect behavior when you prod it, or if you take a screwdriver and push it into the beam and the beam begins to disintegrate, then you know that you've got a structural problem. This is important. During a home inspection, my typical client would then be advised to call a structural engineer to evaluate this deficiency and to plan a budget for repair. Under most circumstances, because it's a pre-existing condition, our experience is the seller ends up paying for this repair. If this is a deficiency in the house that you live in, you should also check with a structural engineer or an architect to come up with a plan for supporting this beam so that the living space above can be adequately supported. Without it, it's not going to get any better on its own. It just gets worse. That's the way things work in the world. So this repair could be $500 to $1,000 to complete, and that would include the time spent by the structural engineer. Don't let it go. Get it repaired as soon as possible.